Once upon a time, in a small, dark town, 10-year-old Selim was waiting with his mother at the town's oldest hospital for his father to finish his night shift. His father worked as a security guard at the hospital. It was well past midnight when Selim heard a faint rustling sound from the hallway. Curious, he got up without telling his mother and wandered down a dimly lit corridor. The flickering lights cast eerie shadows on the walls, and a chilling breeze echoed down the corridor. Selim approached an open room and saw an old nurse sitting on a creaky chair, muttering something to herself. Slowly, she turned her face toward him, and Selim froze in terror. The nurse had no eyes, just hollow, dark sockets. Panicking, Selim stumbled backward and ran, desperate to return to his mother. But the corridor had changed. The walls were now blackened, the doors had disappeared, and an unsettling voice whispered around him, "You have somewhere to go. They're waiting for you." Selim suddenly found himself outside the hospital, but instead of the familiar grounds, he was standing in front of a dark apartment building. The building looked eerily familiar. It was the same one that had burned down in a fire weeks ago. Yet now, it stood tall, as if nothing had happened. To his shock, Selim saw his mother standing at the apartment entrance. But something about her wasn't right. Her eyes glowed with an icy light. "Selim, come inside," she said. Though fear gripped him, Selim followed her. When they entered the apartment, there was nothing inside except an old chair, a dusty television, and a small toy lying on the floor. The toy suddenly started moving on its own, its laughter echoing through the room. "Welcome, Selim. This is your home now." Terrified, Selim tried to run back to the door, but it had vanished. The entire room went dark as the sound of children's laughter surrounded him. From that night on, Selim was never seen again.